I'm Officer Eric, and I'm your new SRO at Twality Middle School. I've been with the Tigard Police Department for 20 years, and most of that experience is on the street here in Tigard. I'm a father of 2 daughters. Now they're both in high school. It gives me a good background about sort of some of the issues that can come up and some of the things that are important to them, that really matter to them, and what are problems for them. Part of the job for SROs is being a daily presence in the school. It's a measure of consistency for the kids. They see the same face again. We're friendly, we're smiling, we're approachable, and we want to create that consistency in those relationships so that if they do have problems or when they have problems, that they feel comfortable coming to us. Some of the reasons kids, want to come talk to us is, maybe they have a question. Maybe there's a family member who, they think is having a problem, maybe a domestic violence issue, maybe an addiction issue, mental health issue, these kind of things. So by creating an open door policy, I want kids to come to me with questions and with issues and, things that I can sort of help them through, maybe mentor them through, that they wouldn't be able to ask somebody else that didn't know. An important part of it, being a school resource officer is to, sort of help on the front end before things become a problem, but also to educate and to sort of give alternatives to being in trouble. Part of my job is to prevent people from being in trouble. And that's part of what our goal is we don't want to deal with it when they're in trouble. We want to keep them out of trouble. So, I think that's a big part of what we do and why we create relationships. We wear a uniform working in the school, and that's kind of for 2 reasons. Obviously, it makes us known as a police officer, but we also want kids to become comfortable with that uniform so that they can approach us and that they feel comfortable speaking with us. And, we can wear a smile on our face and we can high five and all of those kind of things, even though we're wearing this. And that's an important part of our job, is to create sort of that comfortability with the kids. Part of the reason that we have SROs in the schools is, for the safety element, right? Sometimes there's emergencies that happen in school. Sometimes there's medical events that we can be there for. Rather than dialing 911, we can reach dispatch right through here. That's an important part of our job, I think, is to communicate what police do and how we do it. And I think that's an important part of our job, is to sort of explain that, sometimes these processes last for weeks or months, and to help the kids and the families through that. We're here to educate and to mentor and support the best that we can. Yeah, I have big shoes to fill with Officer Imus leaving, but, I hope to pick up where he left off. I want to, create positive relationships, and I want to be approachable, and I want to, have a positive influence on the kids here and the parents and the staff.